Hey, hello everyone, welcome to our channel. I hope you are doing good. In this video, I'm going to share about practical use cases of Azure Active Directory. If you observe my previous videos, I have explained about the theory of Active Directory and Azure Active Directory differences and how it's gonna be work. And all the details I have shared. If you want to get clear idea, I recommend you to watch those videos before coming into this session. So I'm going to discuss about Azure Active Directory practicals over here. Practicals over here. So what we are going to see in this means we will be creating some group users. Like let me go back to the portal. We can observe this. Let me redirect to the Azure Active Directory. You can click on here, or otherwise you can go on that and click on here, Azure Active Directory, like that, or otherwise you can search on Azure Active Directory over here. You can see here, it's got highlighted over here. Let me click on this. It will redirect to the page over here. In my previous videos, I have explained about licenses part. Like here, we are having Azure AD free license. If you can go to the other page, what Azure Active Directory is offering, I have already opened this already. You can see here, this is the planning they have mentioned. And one more thing I needed to update is Azure Active Directory is going to be renamed as the service called as Microsoft Entra. That's the name they are going to replace in upcoming future days. You will see the naming called as Microsoft Entra entirely in Azure Active Directory. They are named the chain convention like that. You can see here, we'll be having Azure Active Directory Video License, Azure Active Directory Premium 1, P2, and Entra Governance ID. You can observe that the most comprehensive thing is P21. It has some extra benefits and all things we have. If I can drop down, you can see here what are all the options has included. Authentication, single sign-on application access. In Active Directory field thing, we will not able to see this. When it comes to P1 and P2, you can see this. End user self-service, multi-factor conditional access authentication, multi-factor authentication. It's a very, very important thing, but you cannot see in free account, but it has to be applicable in P1 and P2, identity protection, event logging and reporting. So this is how it will looks like. When you are working in organizations, the organizations may will be going to the license called as P2 or P1. Most of the cases they will use P2 only because they need to get to event logging and reporting all the stuff. So whatever the users has been logged into their organization, like what actions has been performed, to get detailed report of this, they will be using like event logging and reporting. You can see here basic security and usage reports and advanced security usage reports. That's how it will be looks like. And P1 also it will be there, but some functionalities will not be applicable in event logging mechanism. So you can see identity protection, it was not there for P1. So that's how you need to check the documentation, like check this for kind of documentation over here, like what is your usage, what is your plan, how to use, how we are going to use this kind of things. You can go ahead to this documentation. I will be pasting this link in the description section. You can go ahead and check it out. If you click on this identity and access management, it will show like this. If you click on new product categories in identity, it will show like this. So currently it's in somehow the permissions are there. I didn't get much time to enhance this. It was in development stage. It's in initial stages only. Later on, once it got updated fluently, I mean, many people, many organizations are using this, then we can able to see that how this can be work and all the thing. We can see that. Okay. Anyway, let's focus on our identity access management related to Azure Active Directory. You can see here, I have previously explained the default directory, tenant ID, and primary domain, how it's gonna be looks like. have explained this. You can see here at present we have users. One user is there, groups 0, applications, devices. These four things we are going to create in Azure Active Directory by using this Azure Active Directory service. You can create users, groups, applications, devices. That's how it will be looks like. If you are working with on-premise devices, you wanted to migrate those devices into Azure Active Directory, then you can go with devices over here. You wanted to host your applications to the Azure, so you can use sign-in methodology by using processing. I mean, by creating the application thing, posting here, you can create this thing. At part of today's video, we are going to see about users and groups, how we are going to create each and everything. It will take time to explain. I will make a videos on this so that you will get full-fledged idea on this. Okay, this is the dashboard. Primarily, when you look on Azure Active Directory, I've explained previously all the things. If you want to get clarity, again, I recommend to watch my previous videos on this. Okay, so let's go ahead. I click on users here. Why do we need users to create that? Means let's take a scenario. Suppose you are working in organization. Let's say you are working in organization, ops tech something. I given random name. This is the organization you are working for them. So you have interviewed some candidates. You wanted to onboard one of the candidates over here. Some several users you wanted to onboard to this optech, or otherwise you have multiple group users will be there. Can have multiple users who want to onboard. How we are going to create to this optech. Okay, that's how we are going to see in this today's video. You wanted to onboard these users. How we can onboard this? Can go ahead and see this. You can see here audit logs, sign-in logs, diagnose, solve problems, delete users, password reset, user settings, bulk operation results. If you have any doubts, you can click on this new support request like that. You can see and get the details of it. Okay, now go ahead and create. Our main task is to create a user. You can click on here, click on new user. When you click on this blade icon, like new plus icon over here, it will be showing like create new user, invite external user. You can see a create new user. The definition they had given like create a new internal user in your organization. Let's say you are working in an organization, like this is my thing, right? You can see you're working in an organization, you will see your organization domain address over here. If we are using personal account, right? So that's why we're seeing this personal account domain over here. Let me click on this new user again. See here, create a new user in your organization. You can see the dashboard will looks like this for creating the users. Let's get it understand this. If you wanted to use within the organization, you can go ahead like this. Suppose sometimes you will be getting the request like the users which you are going to create is not part of your organization. They will be on the part of your outside of your organization. That means they are coming to check your businesses like an audit purposes or otherwise some external third party person company. They wants to check your business or some kind of usage they will be having. Uh, some they wanted to do some POCs. All the business use cases will be there. So though that's another area you are not going to concentrate. You can create an invite user. I mean, if you click on invite user, you'll be just providing like some email address over here. You can provide email address, whatever it's having. You can see here is invalid email address so that I can send an invite personally message and I can give the proper details and I can create the user, invite external user. You can see here, invite a new guest user to collaborate with your organization. The user will be emailed an invitation so that they can accept in order to begin collaborating. That's what it will be work for inviting new users. Let me go ahead and create a new user. You can see here, this is my primary domain name. That's why it was showing like this. In organizations, suppose you are working some organization, let's say I've given the name like Obstacle, right? Suppose you wanted to create a user like Madan. This is the user you wanted to create. Madan at the rate of obstech.com. So that's how the user looks like. If it is working in an organization like this, you can go ahead and create a name like that. Okay. But here when it comes to my domain, it was showing like this, right? When if I click on home page, let me copy this. So I create the user like that. That's how it will be create like that. This is how the username, when we create a username, it will be going to create like that. When it comes to organization, it will be going to create like this. If you go to organization, the user address will be looks like this. When you are creating your own personal account, using personal account, you are going to create a Azure user, it will be look like this. Let me create it, add a user to redirect to the page. Let's say I wanted to enter Madan, it's the name. You can see here it will be available. I'm giving the name of Madan. Some of some letter, let's say aged, like that I was giving this. First name is Madan, and then if you want, you can give the first name and last name. It's not mandatory. I'm reviewing this. If you click on this auto-generated password, it will show us some password over here so that you can get the username. We can get the password and all. If you wanted to add him into the group, you can add it. Roles is there. This one will have a detailed section of this role section in upcoming videos. Let's see, like block sign-in. You wanted to block the user sign-in? No, as default it will be selected as yes. I mean no here. If you select yes, the user access will be blocked. That means there is a use case here. Suppose the user wants to join your organization at September 1st. Today's date is August 9th. Let's take in this scenario. You're just onboarding the user, but you are blocking the signing access now. On September 1st, you are going to allow him, like he can able to access your accessing the account. He can able to log into the organizational account. That's what the use case will be looks like. Let me select this as default. When it comes to usage location, it will be a security feature, additional security feature I can say. Let's say the user belonging to India. That means if I select this India over here, whenever the user is going to access this account, he can able to log in only within inside of the India region only, India country. If we selected Japan, the user may able to log in the access to the Japan country. You may not able to log into that user in India. You can block the access according to your country request selected. So let's say I will be uh, I don't want to I don't want to select it. There is an option called deselect option. Let's say let me select this India, no worries. There is an option will be there. According to that, you can select. Okay, it's nothing a matter. Let it default. You can see here job title, department name, company name. Is having any manager, reporting manager, you can select it. You can want additional details, you can set it. The mandated thing is for creating the user, username is must ensure and the name of the user and remaining options are default. You can choose any of these options, like you can create a new password over here, attempting like that. Let us create some auto-generated password so that we will get an idea how the things it's going to work. So let me click on create button. Unable to create the button. Why it's happened? Okay, let me refresh the page. Let's go ahead and again create the user. Madan. Madan. Let's create the new password. Let's copy it in the notepad. Maybe we didn't copy it properly. That's the reason. Mm, I had copied this here. Like this, and the password is, let's copy this. Okay, now go ahead and click on create. Yeah, you can see here the user is successfully created. Let me go to the Active Directory page. I click on users over here. You can see here the user Madan is got created over here. Okay, so let me try to open incognito window. Let me type portal.azure.com. So click on this sign in button. Let's take, suppose if I entered Madan like that, it will ask, you can enter the domain name. Wow, it's strange. It's not asking that. Okay, let me refresh the page. Okay, don't try any other thing. Let's complete this one. Let me type this one and let me type the password. So I type, click on, you can see here. Immediately when your user is got created, we have shared the details to the user. Let's say these all the details we're going to share it through the email. The user how will get like things means he will get through the personal email ID or organizational mail ID. Like that he will be getting and get the details. So let me put the password, old password, that means current password. You can create a new password for this user. Can give maximum to max 12 characters. It will ask 12 characters. Less than 12 characters, it won't accept over here. I mentioned some combination of, let's say, I mean, for password thing, you should have some combination over here. It should be one capital, small letters, list of one capital, one small letters, any character, alphabets, like that you can get a combination to create a user. So I have created the password for him. If I click on sign in here, okay, I will give some other new password. Okay, let me use some other new password. I've given some random password, that's why it was not showing. Okay, let me give what I can say. Now it's time. Oh my God. Okay, let me try some regular password which I give. I will not show this. So we'll create now. Yep. Whenever you enter the new password, it will ask you to like additional security feature over here. Where an organization requires additional security information, follow the prompts to download and set up a Microsoft Authenticator app. What this exact meaning is, you will be getting some OTP kind of request. Like suppose if you are entering your bank details, like you wanted to log in internet bank details, when you entered your customer ID and password, it will automatically it will redirect to attempt OTP kind of thing, right? The security mechanism, the same kind of thing. Otherwise, uh, the same kind of thing it will ask. Suppose if you are doing some transactions in your online, like Amazon, Flipkart, whatever it may be, purchasing some kind of thing, it will ask some OTP, right? Let me tell other example. When we are creating this account, initially it has asked about 2 rupees deduction, right? When it asks about OTP, right? The same kind of security mechanism in like cloud services also, like when it comes to Azure, AWS, GCP, we have this kind of additional security feature is there. So what it requires in your phone, if you are using iPhone or Android, can go to the respective Play Store or iCloud apps, something like that. You can install this Microsoft Authenticator app. Like you need to use this until unless 14 days, it won't ask this kind of prompt. It will ask the prompt actually. If you set up this one, it won't ask you. You can click on next. It will ask like redirect to the page. You need to. It will show some QR code. After installing this Microsoft Authenticator app, let me show this app. It will like that. It will show your phone. You can see the images here. You can search it on Google. It will show the images for you. You can see here. This is how that will looks like. You need to click on. See here. Post. It will ask like that. As of now, I'm not interested. You can use a different authenticator apps also there. You can use that. So as of now, I'm not interested over here. Let me sign in again. Ask later. Can click on yes or no, depending. It's not a matter. You can see it will redirect the page to me. Like whenever I created our personal account in Azure, the same page we have seen, right? That means when you are creating this kind of account, you have seen the same page over here, right? That's how it will looks like. You can click on maybe later. You can see here, the home page is there. We just given the access to this user to the portal access. Now, if we wanted to see the Azure Active Directory, you can click on this. You can see here. You can able to see it. You can able to see it defaultly like this. If you click on users, you can able to see the users and all thing you can see. Let me go to the home page. If I click on one of the service called as a resource, you will go to see this kind of thing in next videos. You can see here. Don't have a subscription, check out the following options. Here, what is this means? We just given access to the portal only. Until unless you can see only Azure Active Directory. We didn't given any kind of access over here. If I click on virtual machines, you couldn't able to see it. If I click on this, if you click on SQL databases, you can't able to see it. That means in this, what you can understand means I just given this user as an authentication method. I just given authentication to this user. I just given authentication to this user. You might having a doubt. What about authorization? I didn't pass authorization. Authorization over here. The user is able to log in. The user is able to, sorry, user is able to log in. Authentication is there. Then what about authorization? Authorization is not passed to this user. That means he can able to see the access of only like up to the Azure Active Directory only he can able to see that. He could not able to see other benefits whichever are there. He couldn't able to see this. So that means we didn't pass authorization to this user. For giving this authorization, we will be seeing those in next videos. Let me go ahead and click on these users again. I will show some second use case over here. we have just finished our first use case, how to create the users, how to log into that, how to grant the user access for accessing the portal. We given that. That means user has been onboarded to your organization. That's the thing we have seen is. Second thing is, let's say you have joined some other users also. Like every time new user is joining, you are going to click on create new user, like that you are going to create and all the thing. Again, the same process, it's going to repeat, right? No, let's say you are going to onboard 10 members, 10 users over here, or going to onboard 10 users over here. So how this going to be work like? You can click on bulk operations. You can see a bulk create, bulk invite, bulk delete. Like that, you can go ahead and create the users. So I'm stopping this video due to the video length because it will take boring time for you while watching this video. I don't want to create any bore for you. So that's why I'm stopping this video here. I hope you liked the user creation. So next practicals I will see in next videos. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on like button and comment down if you have any queries and share to your friends to learn this Azure series. That's all for this video. Thank you for stay tuned for next videos. Thank you all.